Hey everybody, Russell Justin here, wanting to give you an update for the week. We know we normally come to you on Mondays, but Justin and I wanted to take some time to watch Governor Abbott's press conference on Monday to see what he had to say about the state of Texas and especially what churches could do. I know most of you probably saw that and heard him, and you probably heard him say that churches could now have in-house worship services, which I know excites so many of you. It excites me to think about being able to be with everybody once again. So we're here to talk about that for a few minutes. What we want to tell you first is that this Sunday, May 3rd, we will not be having in-house worship service. We will only be having online worship at 10 a.m. Now, I know as I say that, there may be some of you who are a little disappointed to hear that, so I want to tell you why. Last night, our elders met and began to discuss what it would look like to start opening up our church to worship service. Quickly, we began to realize that this Sunday would be incredibly difficult for us to be open. A couple reasons why. First off, we have noticed that the number of coronavirus cases have steadily gone up over the last week here in Dallas and Tarrant County. We're mindful of that, and we want to pay attention to those numbers. Secondly, given the state's guidelines on what we should do when we open up, what we should have in place, what we should be able to accomplish as people come in the doors, we're not ready for that yet. And it would be very difficult for us to be ready by Sunday knowing that we kept everybody safe. Because of that, the elders have decided to keep an online worship presence for this Sunday, but we do have a target date. We have a target date for Sunday, May 10th, next Sunday. Now, Justin's going to tell you a little bit more about kind of how we're going to get there. So, yeah. Justin.
Yeah, so when you come, things are going to look differently. And they're going to be different. And so how we're getting there, some things that we're doing is right now we're kind of corresponding with some of our members who are in the medical field, I guess kind of in the trenches, as we would say. And they're helping us work through some of these mandates that the state has given us. And so some things are going to look a little bit different. And hopefully, starting Monday, you'll start seeing some of that and what that is and what we expect of you and what you should see from us. And we'll be sharing that through Facebook. There's some videos. I'm sure we'll do some emails, and we'll be releasing some of that information. I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest things that will be different is when we come on the 10th, you're not coming for Bible class. You're coming for worship only. Bible class and Wednesday nights, that's going to come later. I don't know if you've noticed, but everything the governor has talked about, it's been in phases. Well, we're going to take the same approach as a church, and we're going to be phasing that out. And what are those phases? I can't tell you yet because we're still working on it. We don't know. So those are some big things of what we're doing and working on procedures and protocols of what that will look like when we open up.
Right. So we are working on it, and that's what we're doing as of today and moving forward, is working on these policies and procedures that Justin was just talking about to ensure the safest possible sanctuary and building when you come on Sunday mornings. That's our whole goal. That's our whole desire, is that when you come, you feel safe. And right now, that means it's going to feel and look different when you come to worship. We're still going to worship God, and we're still going to see each other, and we're going to be able to sing with one another, and we're going to be able to pray with one another, and we're going to be able to wave and say hi to each other, and do all those things that we haven't done in about 8 weeks now. It's just going to feel different because of the things that we have to put in place. Another thing we want to say is our online presence, our online worship that we've been doing is not going anywhere. When we begin to meet starting on May 10th, our online presence isn't going anywhere. And this will be for those who feel like they still need to stay home. Those who are in the CDC kind of recommendations of 65 or older, those who have some underlying conditions, those who just aren't comfortable yet getting out. We completely understand and want you to know that our online presence, our YouTube presence, our Facebook Live presence, our Boxcast presence, none of that is going anywhere. That will stay the same. You can still catch us and see us Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. on any of those platforms. So we're excited about that because people still and will continue to know about us. But we wanted to come here today to tell you what we're beginning to put in place, what the plan is for Sunday, what the plan is for next Sunday. And as we begin, as Justin says, begin to map that out for you each day to get to where we want to get to for May 10th. And so what I'm going to ask of you is this, that you keep us in your prayers, that you keep our eldership in your prayers as they help in putting this together, as this is one of these things that have kept us up at night, wanting to keep everyone as safe as possible when we got back together. And so Justin and I are working through this. The elders are working through this. Members in the medical community here are helping us work through what this will look like. And we really ask for your prayers during this time. I also ask that you continue to pray for all of our medical professionals. You can continue to pray for our doctors here at Grapevine, our nurses here at Grapevine. I pray that you keep them in your prayers. But I also ask that you just keep at large the medical community in your prayers. I also ask that you pray for our local government officials as they figure out the best way to navigate through this time. Pray for our state officials as they're doing the best they can to navigate us through this time. And in all this, we continue to pray that God will walk with us and guide us and give us the right discernment as we move forward. So that's the plan. Sunday, May 3rd, online 10 a.m. Sunday, May 10th, 10 a.m. at the worship building. But please pay attention for the things that we're going to be sending you via video and via email to help us prepare for next Sunday being together. We want you to know, as always, we love y'all. We're praying for y'all. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. If you have any recommendations or anything that maybe we haven't thought of, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. But we love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.